success stories told by the people who lived them.
We're going to have some guests on this show that everybody knows, and we're going to have guests on this show that nobody knows yet.
One by one, Nick Hyder is adding hits to the Hitstreak.
Blessings, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Hitstreak. I'm your man, Ethan Hyder.
Whoa. Ethan, we talked about this.
You cut me off.
Dude, no, you cut me off. This is my show.
Dang it.
We talked about this so many times.
But you stole my thunder.
No, you stole my thunder. This is my show. Can I kick this show off like we do it?
Dad, just go kick it off. Go ahead.
All right.
Go kick it off.
Blessings, folks. Welcome back to another episode of the Hitstreak. I am your man, Nick Hyder. And, well, if you don't know who my guest is, you do now, right? Because he stole my thunder. My boy, my son, my pride and joy is back in the Hit Lab with me today. Folks, it is his third time as the guest on the Hitstreak and his sixth time altogether because he's been a guest host 3 other times, right? So, folks, you already know him. He's 14 years old. He's an accomplished drummer, guitarist, vocalist, actor, and baseball player. He's a fantastic big brother to his younger sister, who is 2.5 years old, and he's the world's best son. And thank goodness he does look like his mama. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, my son, Ethan Hyder. Buddy, I'm so glad to have you today, and thanks for hanging out with your old man for a little while.
Oh, it's fun. I love hanging out with you. It's awesome to be here. I love hanging out over here all the time.
Well, we wish we could get more of you, but you got such a busy schedule.
Yeah, I do all this cool stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, dude, we got lots to talk about today. Like look at all these notes. See, folks, we got tons to go over today. A lot happening. You know, the last time you were here and we were interviewing you were 13 and you're what seems like a foot taller. You know what I mean? And way more jacked.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have braces anymore. That's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. That's huge.
You just got those off on Halloween.
Mm-hmm. That was like the perfect time to get those off. It was like heaven. I immediately went to the Starburst as soon as I got them. Mm-hmm.
He got into the Starburst. Well, check it out. So this episode, we're shooting it. We shoot in advance. Everybody knows that. But buddy, this is the episode that's going to come out the week after Christmas, the week of New Year's. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great time to talk about the previous year and what you're looking to do, because so many other people are going to be having those same thoughts and making those same decisions for themselves about what's going to happen the next year. But first, we got to talk about all that's been going on this past year, folks. And check it out. If you want to contact Ethan, you have to go through his parents because he's 14, right? But he does have a YouTube channel, and you can find him on YouTube at Ethan Hyder. Right. So, and he's got all kinds of cool stuff on there that he's posting on a regular basis, from music to sports to blitzball and entertainment and friends and everything else. I highly recommend you go subscribe. What do you think, Ethan?
Oh, yeah. Go do it, man. If you want to know what days I'll be posting, it'll be Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday.
Boom. That's what I love it. I love a good process. I love good habits.
Yeah, you love the habits, don't you?
I do love the habits. I love the habits. Well, dude, like, you know, since the last time you were in here, what's been happening? What are we talking about today?
Let's go with the, you know how you pick.
Me pick?
Yeah,
oh, man. All
pick.
right. We could go any, are you cool with me making that decision for you?
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding. Well, so again, let's talk. So you just got your braces off.
Yep.
Right. And that the braces kind of put a little bit of a hold on your performing career, because no agent would touch you because you had braces. They all said, call us when he gets them off, which you just got them off. Mm-hmm. And so now we've got to find you an agent, right? So folks, he's hiring agents. He's hiring. Right. And he can do anything, music to sports to acting. Right. Mm-hmm. Right on. What's it like having your braces off? You had them on for how long?
2 years, like two years and a month.
I know I'm glad you got them off for multiple reasons. One reason being because I don't have to pay for them anymore. But yeah, dude, no, your teeth look beautiful. They look great. He's wearing his retainers. We're real proud about that. Can you give us a speak? Well, I need to get the microphone. There you go. Now now it's on. You give us a big old smile into that camera.
All right. Yeah.
So you got to watch the episode to see those pearly whites, those beautiful pearly whites. Well, dude, you were a great looking kid with the braces, but you're even better without them. You get to eat all the fun stuff now, which is great.
Yeah.
It's a big life moment for you, right?
You know, I catch myself eating something that I wasn't supposed to with the braces, and I'm like, oh, never mind, I'm good. I kept getting scared. I'm like, uh-oh. And then I'm like, oh, they're not there anymore. It's a huge relief. Very huge relief.
Absolutely. Let's see. So you got a great girl, and who's your girlfriend?
Her name is Rosa.
And so let's get into that. How did you guys meet?
I knew I shouldn't have made you pick.
There you go.
Well, we've actually known them for many years. He used to go to old church, but we actually met each other through a church camp a couple years ago, and then we met back up again at one that we had earlier this year.
So how did you guys start to take your relationship to the next level? Did you walk up and like say, hey, I think you're cool, you want to hang out? How'd that go?
She saw me hit a home run and blitz ball.
So chicks do dig the long ball?
Oh yeah, of course they do.
So what happened? She saw you hit a home run and blitz ball, and then what?
Well, it was the night before we started hanging out again because we recognized each other. And then after that, it was that night we had a blitzball game at a place called Deer Run. And then it was real fun. I went like 5 for 5 with 4 bombs and a double.
Attaboy.
Most of them were line drive homers, but 2 were long balls, like legit long balls. One was Oppo, and then I took one to center over a building.
That gets a hit right there, baby.
Literally.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So again, how did you guys get it to the next level? So,
well, she held my hand when we were doing worship.
Right on. So she made the first move.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
All right. So how'd that feel?
Tingly.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I every time your mom touches my hand, I feel tingly. You know what I mean? Isn't it the best feeling ever?
Yeah.
It truly is. Like, it really is a great feeling. Well, man, how long ago was that?
Late July, like 29th, 28th.
So how long have you guys been an item?
For about 4 months.
4 months?
4 months on Tuesday, actually.
Dude, that's an eternity for a 14-year-old.
I know. Most of my friends, they barely last a month.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, so obviously she's a beautiful young lady with a great heart, and she comes from a great family. Her parents are cool, and we love her whole entire family. What is it that you guys enjoy so much about each other, do you think?
Well, we have a lot in common. She likes teaching me things, and I like teaching her things. And she's an amazing artist.
I agree.
She's very good. Very good artist.
She's painted some really cool stuff for you, hasn't she?
Yes, she has.
Like?
Well, the first one she ever painted me was for my birthday. It was after it was a Yankees thing with baseball on fire in front of it and with the Yankees logo behind it, and with the Yankees colors in the back. It was insanely good.
It was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
It was really neat. And she's done some other stuff too. What else has she made you?
She made a Spider-Man thing. Andrew Garfield looks exactly like him.
It does look exactly like
yes, it does. And then she painted the Sonic. She came over to the house, saw the Sonic thing in the room, and then made it look exactly like that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Man, well, what are some things that you guys like to do together?
We FaceTime a lot. We get to do that, and then it's like hanging out. We enjoy when we get to see each other. There's not many things that we don't have fun doing with each other.
That's awesome, and I know you know a lot of times when she's around, her sister is around as well, right?
Yeah.
And it's just
her
like
family likes me, which is a huge advantage.
Absolutely,
yeah,
it's pretty important.
Yes, it is, especially if the family likes me, which is good.
That's right. So, how did you get the family to like you?
Me.
Just be yourself?
Yeah, I'm just being myself.
I agree that like being authentic is so important, you know? And, so, you know, if you're yourself and you like yourself, then why wouldn't others like you too, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, what else is happening? So you since we talked last, since you were sitting in that chair as the guest, you've had a whole big long baseball season come and go.
Yeah. Speaking of baseball, I actually played catch with Aaron Judge earlier this year.
That's right. We went to spring training in Tampa.
Yeah, it was a literal dream come true. Aaron Hicks, center field, he was late, and then he threw me the ball a couple times, and I got it, and then here he comes with a pizza and a hot dog, and I show him the ball, and he's like, yes, he got a ball, and I missed it. Oh.
Yeah, so Aaron Hicks was in center, and Aaron Judge was in left, right?
Yeah, and then...
and we were standing right on the outfield fence to go see him. All right, so I leave to go get you pizza and hot dogs and all the things. And you're hanging out, and it's in between innings. And so how did the whole thing with Aaron come about? Right. So it wasn't Aaron Hicks you played catch with.
It was Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge. Hicks is late. He's not in center. And then he picks me out of the crowd and just throws the ball. And then I'm signaling.
Aaron Hicks was late and picked you out of the crowd?
Judge picked me out of the crowd because Hicks was late.
To throw. So throw. Aaron didn't have anybody to warm up with.
So everybody they're not looking at him, and then I'm over here just like I got my glove and I'm like, I'll throw, and then he throws it to me like 2 throws and I catch it back, and he points at me and gives me the ball.
That's awesome. I think what else did he like of yours?
One thing I can say is his voice looks a lot like he would sound like.
So it's real deep.
Oh my gosh, it's extremely deep. It's like he's like, nice shades. Oh my god, it's crazy. He had these cool sunglasses on. He said nice shades. It was awesome.
Those are cool sunglasses.
And then I FaceTimed my Uncle David. I showed him I got a ball, and he was like, oh my god, you got a ball. And then while he was on FaceTime, Aaron Judge gunned a guy out at second. So I mean, I'm right here showing him the ball, and all of a sudden I look down. Aaron Judge is just right there at the fence, and then he guns the guy out. And about a minute later, I sit down, say bye to David, and here comes Dad walking up, and he's showing himself. He's like real happy. He's like, I got everything for you. And I show him the ball. He's like,
yeah, the pizza just totally lost all of its glory, like the pizza and the ballpark hot dog. And I was in line for like 20 minutes for that stuff.
I know.
And you know, the lines at Steinbrenner Stadium and we're in spring training, they do things pretty quick. There was something wrong with the credit card machine, and I should have told him I could help him with that. But there was something wrong with the credit card machine that made us wait a long time, or else I'd have been back and probably caught it all. But yeah, I couldn't believe all that happened in the middle of in the 15 minutes I was gone. It was nuts.
I know, that was crazy. And I told him everything. He was like, oh my God. He just couldn't believe it. And then one of the coolest things was seeing Kyle Schwarber go yard after the World Baseball Classic.
That's right.
He hit like 10 home runs and 1 at bat or something.
Yeah, so we were there like maybe week, 2 weeks.
Barely a week after that. And then we saw let's see.
After the World Baseball Classic.
Nick, and then we saw the Phillies versus the Yankees. It was since they had like 2 different groups. Sadly, we weren't able to see Bryce Harper. That would have been cool. But we saw Schwarber, Trey Turner. That was a big deal. But then we saw Josh Donaldson, Gleyber Torres go yard. And then who else? And then the game after, Volpe, we saw his first home run list with the Yankees, period. When we were walking in, going to left field, it hit right in front of us, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we saw the last game, we saw Judge and Rizzo go back to back.
We did.
That was pretty cool because I love Rizzo, my favorite first baseman in the game. That plays right now. Lou Gehrig can't beat him. But I mean, it was such a cool experience seeing Judge do that. I mean, I saw him go long when he hit his 52nd when we were in Tampa, but it was really cool to see him just kill it and act like he wasn't doing nothing. Well, probably because he really wasn't. He's 6'7", 280-pound man. That kind of makes sense.
You know, it's when I always wanted a son growing up because I was like, I can't wait to have somebody to play baseball with and play games and stuff with all the time, you know, and baseball wasn't something that you grew to love as much as you do now, really, just in the last year and a half is when it all kind of happened. Like, I mean, I remember at like 10 or even 11 years old, you didn't know hardly any players in the major leagues. And now, you know,
I can name a lot.
you know all of them. Now I'm asking you questions, which is fantastic because like I come home at night and it's time to eat and I sit down on the couch and my boys got on a ball game or some highlights. And dude, it's awesome. Like I'm hanging out with my best friend and I'm watching my favorite sport on TV and it's his favorite sport too. So that's really cool. What was it that changed? Because again, you play MLB this show, you're doing all this stuff about baseball. You hit in the garage all day, every day, no matter what.
And blitzball, wiffle ball, all that kind of stuff. Well, really working out kind of changed it. It was seeing Aaron Judge go yard just right there. It was a lot. It kind of changed. It changed a lot. I loved baseball, but I mean, it shot up. I wanted to be. That's exactly what it sounded like too.
Yeah.
Except the crowd was louder, and it was just his 50. And they lost the game. But anytime Aaron Judge hits a home run, the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah,
they go crazy. But and then just what changed it was just Judge hitting that homer and then working out, because once I saw how far I could hit the baseball and how fast I could throw and how fast I could run, it's kind of like, what if I just keep doing this? Right now, if I wanted to, I could probably hit a ball 350, which there's not many kids my age that can do that.
You can hit it a long way. I'll give you that.
Hit a long way.
But it's because you work hard at it.
Exactly.
Well, it's not just that you work hard. It's that you work hard and you're very disciplined with it, but you're actually a student of the game. You're a student of hitting,
I know hitting. There's not much I can't do in hitting. I'm able to hit velo. I mean, we had just a couple of days ago, we had a game. We had like a little baseball game going on. That was real fun. Just with these baseballs, but they weren't baseballs. They were like the weight of a wiffle ball.
Slider balls,
yeah. Those things were fun.
I'm still hurting from our game with the slider ball.
He was throwing heat. He was like 50 feet throwing like 70 or something. It's like hitting off 90, and I was able to get home runs and hits off of that.
Well, I'm not going to let you win.
Well, I know.
I like to win too much. I love you, but I also love to win.
Well, so do I. I wasn't gonna let you show me up like that.
I want to thank all of our loyal fans that spread across all 50 states and 14 different countries. It's absolutely amazing. Folks, help us keep spreading the word, right? Share your favorite episodes with friends and make sure that you are liking and subscribing to the Hitstreak on all digital platforms. Thanks again, and we look forward to more.
Who won that game?
You.
Yeah, that's right. Let me hold on a minute.
Hey, I'm using a 33-inch bat and hitting bombs off you, throwing the nastiest pitches. He was throwing knuckleballs, okay, with a ball like that, and he wasn't even a pitcher. Like, I don't understand.
I was a pitcher up until I pitched all the way through high school, and I was pretty good.
Still, you're a 10 times better catcher. I mean, when he was warming me up because I wanted to go try to strike him out, I was throwing heat too. I was throwing probably faster than he was. And then he was getting home runs and hits off that, just doing everything, just barely looking like he was trying. And then I struck him out. I did strike him out once, which is just all I wanted to do was strike him out. And once I did that, I did good. I quick pitched him, and then I threw a sidearm slider, which he's never seen me throw to him before.
You did strike me out once, but let me just set the record straight. All right, in 12 at bats, I drew 5 walks, and I went 4 for 7. With a double and a home run, and your 1 strikeout. I'll give you that one. But I went 4 for 7.
Yeah, I got a lot of at bats and hits too.
What'd you go in your 12 at bats?
I have no idea. I just know I got a few. I got some pretty good hits.
I think you got 3 hits in 12 at bats.
Yeah.
I did walk you.
You walked me a few times.
I walked you once and hit you once.
Oh yeah, you hit me. It hurt.
So you went 3 for 10.
I went 3 for 10. I hit up.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad for hitting off that kind of stuff. I mean, it was
300.
That's 300, yeah. But it was hard hitting off blitz ball with these bats that feel like a feather, and then going back to my 30-ounce bat.
Well, it's a good segue into that. Your blitzball and like I played wiffle ball growing up.
You played wiffle ball, yeah.
and then I heard about blitzball a couple decades ago, but you guys got like really competitive stuff happening with blitzball all in the neighborhood. Like it's a thing, man. And how many bats you got? How many blitzball bats you got?
Too many to count. And
they're all taped up in different colors. Like, why the tape?
It looks cool. And
Okay.
it helps you hit bombs. Bombs. One of the reasons because we used to play in our backyard until the pool started getting constructed.
Oh, that's right. We got a pool we got to talk about.
Yeah. And then after that we played in my friend's yard, which you can actually see some clips of me hitting there in my YouTube. Just posted yesterday. You'll see another one tomorrow.
All the time, right? And check it out, folks. They, with the blitzball, they've got strike zones and backstops and obviously the bases and whatnot. But then he has the wheel that measures feet, and they can roll it out to see how far you're hitting. So if he mentions any distances today, these are all accurate and measured.
Yep.
All right, cool. So talk to him more about blitzball, because I know about wiffle ball.
Yeah, well, wiffle ball, we do that sometimes. It's just we love wiffle ball. Just everybody likes blitzball better because the ball goes farther and the ball moves more. The ball moves a lot, like it's crazy. It could have like 2 feet of tail.
And that's on a wiffle ball, you said, or a
blitzball?
A blitzball. What about a wiffle? I've seen some wiffle balls move.
Oh yeah, wiffle balls can move too. But I mean, if you figure out how to make a blitzball move, it's crazy. A wiffle ball, you can throw a lot of pitches, but in blitzball, it's hard. You got to learn pitches and where to release them. Because in wiffle ball, you just got to get a grip. And blitzball, it's about grip and release point.
So what's the biggest difference between a wiffle ball and a blitzball?
The distance.
Well, just when you hold them in your hand, what's the biggest difference?
The blitz balls don't have holes. They're about the same size, about same size as baseball. But the blitz ball is yellow and doesn't have holes.
Okay.
And then I mean it's like hexagons on it or something, but it's and then the best way to throw a curveball for me, my friend, he's got a pretty good slurve curveball kind of thing going on.
Who's that?
Arnov.
Shout out to Arnov.
Yeah.
Where's my Girl Scout cookies, man?
Oh Lord.
So he's got a good curveball. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine. He's gonna love that. He's got a really good curveball, like slurve curveball. He throws his with like a slider grip.
Okay.
For me, I throw like a knuckle curve, like Garrett Cole. I got a good knuckle curve.
Is Garrett Cole your favorite pitcher?
I don't really know who my favorite pitcher is. I love a lot of pitchers.
Yeah.
Clayton Kershaw's up there.
Who's your top 3 if you had to name them right now without thinking?
Sonny Gray, Garrett Cole. I had Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan? Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so blitz balls don't have holes.
Nope.
They have hexagon style shapes on them for grip, right? So it's not smooth.
It's not. It's not very smooth, but I mean, you get used to it.
Got it. But a wiffle ball, the ones I played with had holes at the top.
Yeah, and then in wiffle ball, I'm pretty nasty. I got some pretty nasty stuff in wiffle ball, but blitz ball, I got very nasty.
Does a wiffle ball go as far as a blitz ball when you hit it?
I'm gonna give you a perspective. Farthest wiffle ball I've ever hit was 175 feet, and that's a bomb. That's a long way. In blitz ball, farthest I've ever hit, and with wind, went 275.
275. So it's literally 100-foot difference.
It's literally 100-foot difference. The only difference is those two hits, 175 and 275, were like with wind. There's wind blowing out, so it was real nice. And then I hit, actually just yesterday, I hit the farthest blitz ball I've ever hit without any wind or anything. It went a staggering 235 feet without no wind.
Did it sound like that?
I wish. There's nothing better than a nice sound off the wood.
All right. So what's your favorite wiffle ball or blitz ball?
Just favorite. Well, my blitz ball is my favorite.
Blitz ball is your favorite?
Just because it's if you can hit a blitz ball, you can hit a baseball. Like or if you hit off when I say that, I mean like you got to try hitting off my dad, and if you can hit that, you can hit a baseball.
True.
Especially on his birthday, we played blitz ball we were playing out there for like 45 minutes, and he was throwing gas from 40 feet, throwing risers, not even almost hitting the grass, and then rising up, hitting the top of the zone. I don't understand.
That's right.
And throwing these curveballs and then knuckleballs. And I got a 200-foot bomb off him though. I did get a huge bomb off him.
You did. I can admit it. Painfully.
I hit a few.
That's right. So what are your goals with blitz ball and wiffle ball?
Well, blitz ball, I make it it's for fun, but I also get work in at the same time because I'm able to make good contact and manage to keep my swing, have good swing timing, facing off a ball that's coming in 50 miles an hour from 40 feet, and being able to swing fast but be able to make good contact.
I agree with that. When you really got into blitzball and you were hitting all the time, and you're hitting balls with movement, you're hitting balls with velo, and you can see the trajectory of the ball based on backspin, topspin, everything else. It's magnified with the blitzball, and you became a much better baseball player and hitter from all the time you spent working on blitzball. Hitting is hitting, swinging is swinging. Bat hits ball. It's but it's been really cool to watch your journey, because you just you love it, and just like you said, you're having fun and growing and doing work at the same time.
Exactly. And that's the thing that people don't understand, is you can have fun and work at the same time. Like, look at all these MLB players. They're having so much fun doing all this stuff, and they're making millions.
That's right. So, we had a couple of short stories. Some might call them jokes.
Yeah.
To tell real quick. You know what I mean? So I got but I do have a serious question for you.
All right.
What did one butt cheek say to the other?
What?
What did one butt cheek say to the other?
What?
Together.
Oh, crap.
Together, we can stop this crap.
No comment. You gotta play that fart noise or something.
Hold on. Is it? No,
not that one.
There it is.
That'll work.
All right. Well, do you have a story?
Ansley, she kept using her whistle, and I told her not to do that anymore. She kept using it, and then
she was using her whistle. She's not supposed to use a whistle.
Well, yeah, and not in the house.
Oh, she was using the whistle
in the house. Yeah, she can't use it in the house. But she blew it. I can go back and forth. You can try to do that.
Well, I got a story for you. I got a story for you.
All right. Let's see it.
So we have a dog, a tiny little Yorkie named Sully, who is, how old is Sully now?
He's 10.
He's 10. 10-year-old Sully.
He don't act 10. I'll tell you that.
He does not. But he's your dog, and you take care of him. You let him out. You feed him. You do all those things most days. Every day now, though, right?
Oh yeah.
And but you take care of him. And so the other day, we couldn't, if we don't actually ask you, did you feed Sully before you go to school? Sometimes it's a guessing game, because sometimes it happens. Most time it happens, but we just want to know, because the dog always is telling us he's hungry. Right. So Rhiannon, your mom, went over there to check his bowl for food, and I guess it wasn't there, because she was like, "Hey Nick," and I was like, "Yo," and she said, "Have you seen the dog bowl?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" And she goes, "Have you seen the dog bowl?" And I was like, I didn't know that he could.
Oh.
Oh, we're having some fun with some dad jokes. You got any more? You got any other dad jokes for him?
Well, I used to work at a bank, and then I got fired though.
Why? Why'd you get fired from the bank?
She told me to check her this old lady told me to check her balance, so I pushed her over.
There you go. Well, that was fun. That's the first kind of segment I've ever had like that on the show. So I appreciate you.
That's the first time you've used that noise consistently.
It is. I still prefer. I love that one. So again, we were talking about all the major league players you got. So who are some of your favorite major league players in the game today, and why?
Like that just play right now?
Well, yeah, let's start with today's players, and you could even start by position if you want.
All right, let's see.
Who's your all-time favorite player?
All time.
Right now, that's playing right now. Who's your favorite player right now?
Judge, all the way. Aaron Judge, 100%. Okay. Let's see. Let's go top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Do I need to help you track these?
No, you don't.
Oh, shoot. Let's go. All right.
Let me think about that. No, you don't. You good. All right. All right. Number 1, Judge, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, probably Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go here. You know what? Let's do it by position. I'm even gonna go in order here.
Oh Lord, let's rock.
Go by position.
I'm getting my popcorn ready.
All right. So we're gonna say, since Judge is main position, right field, Judge. Center. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Trout.
Mike Trout.
Trout for sure. Left field. Harper. Bryce Harper.
Okay, Bryce Harper.
Yeah, and now
You ain't got Mookie in now.
Mookie. Well, his. Well, I'm going by main position.
Got it.
And Mookie, he's right field as well. I mean, he's up there with Judge. He'd probably be in the top. He's probably in top 3.
Okay.
If we're doing top 3, but we're doing position here. So, and then now we're going infield. So first base, Rizzo. It's a no-brainer. Second base, Glaber. He's a good second baseman. Shortstop, if this was all time, obviously it would be Jeter, but it's people that play right now. So shortstop, it's Trey Turner.
Yeah.
Third base, Alex Bregman. Beautiful swing.
Mm-hmm.
Catcher, my dad. Wait, no, he don't play right now.
I do not. But hey, hold on. There you go.
Catcher. What's his name? Adley.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's so good. He's a switch hitter too. He switch hits. And shortstop, if it wasn't Trey, it'd be Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
He's electric. And then pitcher, I forgot Shohei.
Well, you have a DH.
DH. Pitcher, Garrett Cole. DH, Shohei.
That would be quite the roster if you were.
That would be a heck of a roster right there.
It would.
Contract, please.
That's right. That's right. All right. So, and you've learned a lot about the history of the game and all the past players, right? So, who are some of your favorite players of the past?
We're going positional too.
Okay.
Right there too. All right.
I'm in.
Right field. Hank Aaron.
Okay.
Hank Aaron. Center field. Mantle.
Mickey Mantle.
He's my all-time favorite player. Also a switch hitter. Left field, Babe Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's go first base, Lou Gehrig. And then, also another good person for right field would be Roberto Clemente. Second base. No, Jackie played short. For shortstop, it'd be Derek Jeter.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, Jackie that was his second. I don't know any. Let's see. You got one for a good historical second baseman? I can't think of one.
Second, there's some great second basemen out there.
I don't know why I can't think of one. I mean, I probably know one.
Yeah.
I can also just think of one that's in the, groundbreakers of in the MLB The Show.
Who you got? Because a lot of times shortstop might bump over to second base.
That's true. So probably Jackie
who?
Robinson.
Okay.
That's that's kind of an obvious question right there.
Just making sure.
Yeah. All right. And then third, Chipper
Jones.
Yeah.
Better more than Brooks Robinson or Mike Schmidt
Brooks.
or even A-Rod who has
A-Rod.
A-Rod, yeah.
A-Rod. No, A-Rod's amazing. I mean, A-Rod, my bad. A-Rod is amazing. Love it. Love A-Rod.
Mm-hmm.
Short, obviously, Derek Jeter, like I said. Third, I mean, there's a bunch. That's a tough question.
But the guy you named
Chipper, I mean, he's legendary.
Chipper, absolutely. That's a great one.
Yeah. And then
I was surprised your shortstop right now wasn't Dansby Swanson.
Since he moved to the Cubs, it was kind of a...
That's right. That's my boy. Good for you.
I didn't like that. The reason was nice because of his grandfather, but it wasn't a smart decision.
All right, well, keep going. So you've covered the infield and the outfield. Now you got pitchers and catchers and DH.
Pitcher, R.A.
R.A. Dickey. Shout out to the local legend. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Played at Shelby.
That's right.
And then catcher, I had one. Probably Jorge Posada.
That's a good one. Yadi Molina.
Ooh.
Got to be in the GOAT talk. Yogi Berra.
That's That's a good one.
Carlton Fisk.
Johnny Bench.
Pudge Rodriguez.
Pudge. Ooh. Johnny Bench, though. I mean, he was good.
He sure was.
Now, DH, this one's a no-brainer. Big Papi.
There you go. You know, we're not Boston fans at our house, but we are fans of the game, and Papi was a great ambassador for the game and a heck of a switch hitter. He literally defined the position. I'm surprised
he was a switch hitter.
I'm surprised you didn't have Barry Bonds in any of that. Literally
Well, no, but I mean, he's just I mean, I know he was in the outfield. I know he was real good, but
we started watching Long Gone Summer.
Oh my gosh, that's so good with Sosa and Mark
for the 98 home run race.
Yeah, if we're going like we could go like each generation. So like past generation, first base Mark, that'd be Mark. Second, you gotta help me again.
You're doing great, man. Just keep rocking it.
Second,
we could honestly talk about baseball players all day long. You've named a ton of them. I was just saying, like, you know, Barry Bonds is literally. I think he'd be maybe the greatest hitter to ever live. That's true. And a lot of his colleagues and teammates would say the same, regardless of what the public thinks about anything else that happened. But,
I know back then they thought it was just like just something that would help with like injuries and stuff. They didn't think of it as a cheating kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think any of the, you know, again, no, I don't think people just wake up and become a cheater. I think it's something that's a character trait, you know, that might be something. And you know, those guys were, you know, again, you want to know a lot about people. Ask from their family or their teammates what kind of people they are. And, you know, Mark McGwire was, you know, his coaches loved him, his teammates loved him. Sosa, his charisma was unmatched and just a great human being. And Barry Bonds was, everybody said he was the best player in the game before any of that stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. But the thing is, what people don't understand, you got to hit the ball to be able to do that. And even if he didn't even have that stuff, most of those hits are home runs anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you know, again, if it's wrong and it's been clearly labeled and defined as wrong and you willingly do it, then that's one thing. But like, you know,
they didn't know.
Well, maybe not. But back then it was just, I put it to you this way, the names that we know, who have, it's come out that supposedly there's proof where they've admitted to doing it. Well, there was a whole lot of other players in the game. And like, here's what I know is like when one guy figured something out, everybody knew about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's so what, you know, you're 14 years old. How do you feel? Should Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and those guys be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
You think so? I actually agree with you.
I mean, I do got to say, McGwire was freaking jacked. Oh my God, the man was huge.
He was.
Holy crap.
But even with juice, you don't get those muscles without putting in the work.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that people just say that so they can bring them down to their level. Like, oh, he's a cheater. It's like, well, you couldn't do that even if you did those.
Now, I do got to say, just because I don't want to make it sound like we're treading lightly here, you know, those things are chemicals that are usually prescribed by somebody who has gone to school and has a degree and is properly equipped to prescribe those things.
Right.
And, you know, so, you know, if I found out that you were interested or doing those things, then I would kill you.
Well, yeah.
You know, because
I don't need them.
There you go. But it is wrong.
It is wrong.
It's totally wrong to do something. You know, again, you got to take care of your body. And we should be very careful what we put in, as you know, because we eat really good at home and we take a lot of our vitamins and stuff, which back then we didn't know a lot about what we know about the supplements that we take today.
Right.
And a lot of the stuff that we were eating was bad for us and whatnot, you know? So, dude, that was pretty enlightening. That was pretty awesome hearing about all that kind of stuff.
The Hitstreak is powered by our partners at HitLab Creative Studios. Whether it's launching your brand new podcast, rebranding your current podcast, or taking advantage of any of their other content packages specifically for your social media needs, the HitLab is a one-stop shop for you. Visit hitlabstudio.com for more.
What else are we talking about today besides?
One more thing with baseball.
Go ahead.
Steroids and stuff. It's like when the thing, like with people that did it now, it's like with Tatis, Tatis Jr., that was not a smart move because, I mean, he was worse with steroids than he was without.
Yeah.
He was such a good player back then.
Well, it does mess with your
mind.
Yeah.
it made him get too cocky and confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's the month in minors in AAA.
You mentioned working out. We work out together, have been for a few years now.
Yep.
I can honestly say that you have been a huge inspiration to me to get, I'm 50 pounds down from where I was. You remember that picture we took, the side-by-side ones that, what we're talking about when I was fat and gross?
Yeah, I'm 50 pounds up. This year, I've gained like almost 40 pounds.
That's right.
I've gained a lot.
Still got the 6-pack too.
Oh, yeah.
Or the 27-pack or whatever it is.
I wish.
That's right. That's right. But working out's fun, isn't it?
Yep. It's just the thing with working out, you got to set goals.
Okay.
Some people that work out, they set limits and they don't get as big as I am
Got
at my age. That's the difference between winners and losers. Winners, they set goals. Losers, they set limits. I saw that one coming. That was a good one. I'm not going to say I rehearsed that.
Dude, most of the stuff that people are good at, they've practiced or rehearsed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's why I'm so good. I was good at saying that.
What's it like? So talk to me a little bit about all the music stuff. I mean, dude, you're playing. Both your pops and I are blown away at what you can do on a guitar. We've been watching you shred the drums for quite some time, and now, I even though I still have experience that you don't have as a drummer, and I know certain things just because of that experience.
Well, yeah, you know, so like you have more wisdom, but I have the skill. You just got more wisdom.
Well, once you have the wisdom, then there's going to be no question.
Well,
because people you've asked that, hey, Dada, who's a better drummer, me or you? Well, you're a better drummer. I might be a better player in the band.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, it's fantastic. He put some stuff on his YouTube channel. And the most recent one, there's a song, one of the most underrated and greatest soundtracks of all time to a movie.
Goofy movie.
Is the Goofy movie.
Oh my God. The soundtrack is so good. It's like the thing with like Powerline, it's like the Michael Jackson of Goofy Land or something. Michael Jackson of Disney.
And who was the singer that was?
Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, he's amazing, right?
He's really good. He's got some good stuff.
Tevin Campbell. And you did the title track to that movie in a recent drum video, which it's incredibly complicated.
Eye to Eye. I mean, it's got some hard stuff in there. And I did put some spices in there. I got a really good cymbal grab fill. That's a tight one. You
have an amazing drum instructor, the
Bruce Gust.
One and only Bruce Gust.
Oh yeah. He's got some good stories, man.
He does.
And he's such a good drummer. He's like a robot.
I just love watching you guys interact together. It's so cool. How old were you when you first started taking lessons from him?
I don't know. I was really young. I think I was probably 8. No, I was 8. I was like 8.
So, I mean, he's been working with you literally half your life.
Yeah.
Wow. He's been, and what a great guy, great family. And just, he's made such a good impact on you and our family. It's, Bruce, we don't get to tell you enough, buddy, but we're so, it's such a privilege to have you in Ethan's life. We're very grateful for all the time and effort you've put into him. And it don't go unnoticed. You changed the life, man. And hopefully he changes others. Right. So, been working with Bruce for a long time. What are you guys working on now? Like, what do y'all do all the time?
Well, now we're focusing on swing, like Sinatra and just all that kind of stuff. Of course, I'm still reading music, still doing all that kind of stuff. But I mean, I'm doing swing. It's swing is. I mean, you guys know me as a rock drummer. I'm a versatile player. I can do all this other stuff, but I have never really played swing before, so it was way different. I mean, it's fun because I love hearing things that are like real tight and that kind of stuff. It's just like, and once you do it, it feels good.
That's right.
And you get more of a respect for people that do that kind of stuff. It's like, and it gives me more of something that's like, it's not boring to just play a groove anymore.
That's right.
It's fun.
That's right.
It's tight and it feels good.
So he's teaching you different styles, more advanced stuff, kind of like that. Yeah, that's cool.
It's very advanced because I got to read it. I got to read the music, but be able to come in on the exact beat of the thing. And the thing is, if I come in like barely a beat late, it changes the whole thing. Which is like how like I got to do it perfect.
That's right. Can you read music for guitar too?
It's actually really easy.
Reading percussion's way harder.
Oh my God, reading percussion's one of the hardest. It's like it's literally a new language. It's like a whole nother language.
Got it.
In guitar, it's just like they have the numbers of like the frets and then just the string that it's on.
Well, like you've gotten really good at guitar, man. It's really fun to watch. Hearing you sing, it's one of our favorite things. We wish we could get a little bit more of that. That's one thing we're looking forward to in the future. You had some auditions early this year where you read some stuff for Disney Plus. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got a call back. That felt nice. That was cool.
That's right.
They were impressed, and I thought that was really cool.
Absolutely. Well, do you have any? What are some goals you got for your baseball and your music for the next year?
For baseball, I mean, I just want to hit a home run. Once I do that, I know I'm gonna be able to hit it anywhere I want.
Because you're on the big field, right?
Oh yeah, we're on Major League size field. Seriously, Shelby is almost bigger than Yankee Stadium.
It is in some areas, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then I hit my first big league home run, air quotations, home run in Independence.
In practice this year.
Practice,
yeah.
Yep.
So you went big fly on the big field in practice for the first time this fall.
Yeah, and it was with a broken bat.
That's right. Pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. It was pretty awesome. Well, talk to me a little bit about, when you were in last year, our backyard was torn into pieces because we were putting a big addition on the back out there, right?
Yep.
And so we put in a big, nice pool with a big, nice pool area and pavilion and all kinds of stuff. You had your birthday there.
Oh my gosh, that was a heck of a birthday.
We your mom and I went out and hired us the best pool boy we could find. His name's Ethan.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So what's it like? I mean, you have to take care of that pool. You've learned how to vacuum it. You keep it clean every day.
Yep. For the record, he didn't hire me.
That's true. What kind of? We pay you.
That's true. Well, never mind.
So we did hire.
Never mind. Well, technically he did. I forgot about it. That's not just the pool that I do that with. It's everyday kind of thing.
So we could fire you.
No. Plus, I like doing it. It's nice. It's fun getting up in the morning and then seeing a beautiful pool in our backyard.
Amen.
And then keeping it clean and making it look like I do. It's nice. But what was your question again?
Well, just like, what's it like having a pool like that in the backyard? You know, you did some night swimming. It's lit up. We watch TV and ball games out there while we're in the pool. The slide. How much fun has your sister had in that thing?
Oh, she loves that thing. She can't get enough. Mm-hmm. She loves it. I mean, it's very different. I mean, it's kind of funny. Arnav was also the first person to know about it. That wasn't us. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was a crazy process, and what they did back there, they did amazing. They very good at what they do. They did it in a very short amount of time too.
It didn't. It did not feel like it. It took. It was right at a year when we had no longer had people in our backyard or front yard doing stuff on a daily basis.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was nice that they were able to do that. I mean, they were there every day, which is like, it's good. It's a very good. They were a very good company, and seriously, our neighbor. I remember it took him a year and a half just to get their pool done, and we had to wait, and we had so much more stuff to do back there.
Yeah, it's a pretty large pool, and and we redid everything, landscaping, everything from top to bottom. We tore it up and redid it.
I think the thing that took the most was we used to have a home plate in our backyard. It was this little rock, and we didn't know what this was, and all of a sudden the grounds dig up. It is this huge, gigantic rock that we used to stand on all the time.
That's right.
Oh my! I mean, that thing was massive. I think that might be what took the longest back there.
Yeah, hammering through that rock, it was kind of like an iceberg. How you only see the part sticking up above water, but underwater it's like this huge piece of ice. Oh my gosh! That was literally what it was like.
Yeah, and then I remember I woke up because I heard them digging through it, and I was like, I scared the crap out of me. What the heck was that? Sally's right next to me. He wakes up. And that's what woke me up because he was sitting right next to me and walked on my stomach. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden I get up, I see a crane back there. I'm like, oh, so I want to see what they're chopping. I'm like, that's what that was. I wasn't even like, holy crap. I was just immediately knew what that was, and that was our old home plate.
Mm-hmm. Hammering through it. Mm-hmm. Well, what else is going on, man? So, your sister is. Every year, like, it's crazy how much she changes, and now she's talking like all the time, and she's running.
Oh my gosh, is she running?
And into everything, right?
Yeah, she's chatting up a storm. She chats a lot. I mean, she's really fun.
We took her to her first movie recently.
Trolls 3. That was actually a really great movie. It was pretty funny. They had NSYNC's new song. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That we listened to that all the time.
That's right. So NSYNC made a comeback with their Trolls in the movie. And they had a first release in 20-something years, which is a great track. So tell me about the movie experience with it. So she loves Trolls, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't with her. Rosa, she was there. I was hanging out with her. But I know I saw her looking and watching. I remember it was like halfway through the movie, she got bored and wanted to go run around.
She wanted to go up and down the stairs in the movie theater. So that was the end of the movie for your mom and I.
Yeah. I saw y'all run and I was like, oh.
So we had to go out and just let her run around the lobby.
Yeah, but she liked it. I know she'll probably watch the whole thing once it comes out to streaming.
Absolutely.
I'll watch it with her. It's a great movie.
She made it a full 90 minutes because there was 30 minutes of previews when she sat down.
Yeah, that is true. There was 30 minutes of previews.
And then she made it an hour into the movie. She missed the last half hour. We missed the last half hour, I should say. You got to see it, though. Was it good?
Oh, yeah. It was great. That's when NSYNC came in.
Oh, I was wondering because we never saw NSYNC in that part we saw.
It was at the very end when they came in because you probably heard him singing it.
Spoiler alert. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Hey, you can just turn it down for a second. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But yeah, that's when NSYNC came in. Well, I know it's just Trolls 3. Well, there's probably not many little kids that like that kind of stuff watching this. Hopefully they are.
That's right. That's right. Maybe because you're here.
Well, yeah, I attract a lot of people.
Yeah. So NSYNC comes in at the end.
Yeah, they have. So
is NSYNC Brozone in that movie?
No.
They're another band. What's their name in the movie?
Same thing.
NSYNC.
Oh yeah, they have the all same Trolls. So in Brozone, also this spoiler right here until whatever. But spoiler alert, this is so Brozone. It's Branch's brothers because he was a kid. One of the funniest parts in the movie is when Branch, when he was a kid, and since he's Justin Timberlake, and they had him when he had the ramen haircut.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and they made fun of that, which was hilarious. And then Branch is like, "It was an era, okay." It was so funny. And then, then Brozone, they were playing. The reason that Better Place became a thing, NSYNC song, is because that's when they did the perfect family harmony, whatever, in that song. And then they asked, that song when we did that? He was like, yeah. He was like, how did you do that? I was like, oh yeah, I was just with a bunch of buddies of mine back when we left and our band broke up. And like, who's that? And then he comes in with NSYNC right next to him. And then all of a sudden the screen cuts out, and then NSYNC, 4 guys walking up to this thing. And then sure enough, I hear JC say, I think this is the right place. And then I'm like, oh, here we go. And then Branch says, this isn't the only band you thought I was in, did you? And then that's when they started doing Better Place.
Got it. Okay.
It was really cool.
It is. I do like that song.
It was a great little, it was a good little movie. They did really good.
The Hitstreak is powered by Team Hyder. Team Hyder has been serving you for 11 years and has racked up over 20 national and local awards for excellence in all areas. When it comes to finding the right health plan, we need to consider your family's needs and your family's budget. That's what we do to serve you. To look further and to book an appointment, visit teamhyder.com.
I wanted the folks to know a little bit about like what you got to do all the time, because we, obviously as parents, we're always trying to teach our kids to function as successful and faith-based people, right? So outside of church and everything else that we do, you have a pretty full schedule at home to earn the monies that we pay you based on performance, right? So let's talk about some of the things that you have to do on a daily basis, because it's the older you get, the more responsibility we give you, and we just gave you a promotion and a raise, right? So you're making a little more money. Mm-hmm. So what is some of the stuff that you're responsible for on a daily basis?
A lot. I know we got a note on it too. I do drums, and when I wake up, I gotta feed Sully, let him out, and then while I'm letting him out, I check the pool, make sure everything's running, and then after that, I let Sully in, eat breakfast, and then see whatever I got to do, and then usually I work out, and then after that, I got school, and then I'll shower, do all that, and then I got to do drums, and then I got to do Bruce, which is like part of drums, and then I'll do guitar, and then after that, I would be doing. After that, it would be. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, and then after that's baseball, and then if I manage my time enough, it'd be hanging out with friends or reading or something like that.
You read every day?
Yep.
20 minutes every day. Mm-hmm. What book are you reading right now?
It's called The Strike Zone. Derek Jeter made it. It's good so far.
All right. And like you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool. So anything else you got to do? You help us out a lot with your sister, keeping an eye on her and even picking up the major messes of toys that she can create because she has lots of them.
Yeah.
What else you got to do? You put up your own laundry.
Yeah, I sure do. I do that.
You keep your J's nice and clean. I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Well, and then really, I mean, it's kind of it. After that, I just want to make sure everything's clean, everything looks good.
That was a full day, you know, because you got school thrown in there. There's another big thing. So, you're playing for a school team this year, the Knights Academy.
Oh yeah, I'm one of the youngest kids there.
That's right. You had your first practices recently, right?
Mm-hmm. I impressed a lot of people. Funny thing is, most of these guys were like 18. They made me look small. That's how you know they're pretty good. Mm-hmm. They made me look small. And then we were hanging out, and then I realized that I had the biggest bat there. They were hitting with wood, and my friend, he didn't have a drop 3 bat like that. Mm-hmm. I wish it sounded like that. But when we were hitting, I had to let my friend use my 33-inch. I mean, he was used to using drop 5, so he had to go to drop 3. The bat, it looked like the bat was heavier than him. And then here I am. I'm using a 34-inch, big as Judge's bat, drop 3, and it looks like I'm swinging a twig. I mean, I was swinging it real hard.
So you recently got into, there's a lot, you know, in the world of YouTube. There's a couple of baseball people you like. You like the Bat Bros and obviously
Eric Sim. Oh my gosh, he's so funny.
You like Eric Sim?
I like the Folded. He's a good player though too. He's so good.
The King of JUCO. And the funny, I saw the funniest thing. It was saying like, out of 1 in 500 at bats, he is Trevor Bauer's daddy. Every other 499 at bats, he's folding them. Trevor folds them, huh? Uh-huh. So you keep up with those guys. That the Bat Bros are pretty cool, and kind of what they do.
They review
bats.
Yeah, and they did my bat, the Clout AI. They did my bat, said it was one of the best drop 3 bats out there. They're really good. They do stuff with Eric Sims sometimes. They do every year. They do this world record, see if they can break the farthest home run hit. They use the Hype Fire to see how far they can hit it, and they go to like 6,000 feet elevation. Mm-hmm. With Will, the main guy of Bat Bros, and the main guy of Bat Bros last year, or the year before last, he did Banana Ball with the catcher for the Savannah Bananas, literally a month after I went to go see them play live.
That's right. You've seen the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, and we saw Nickelback this year.
We did see Nickelback this year. That was a great show.
Oh my gosh.
That was your birthday present, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. That was awesome. Well, actually, we did that. We did that the day after, or the day of that I got back from Deer Run, the camp.
That's right.
Which was a great concert. They had Hardy played there. He was really good. He was unique. He was pretty good. And then they had Bailey Zimmerman, and then Chris Daughtry come out, which was awesome. That was insane. Mm-hmm. But yeah, back to the thing we were talking about with Bat Bros. The thing with Will, he was using Hype Fire, and the farthest home run that seen back was with minor leagues. Someone hit one 582 back in like years ago, and then he got 581 He was a foot behind with the hype. He got the hype fire and got it. And speaking of the hype fire, that thing's got some juice. Mm-hmm. I hit with one. We were hit after hit. Lim. He was on here, right?
He was.
With Lim, we were hanging out over there. I went to go demo one. I was with Pops. I hit one 101 miles an hour. I hit a ball 101.
Come on.
That thing's got some serious pop. And with the drop 3, I'm hitting mid 80s.
That's right.
Exit velocity, which is really good. Mm-hmm. And then, but Will, he got 120 exit velo with that thing. That thing is absolutely crazy. It's so good.
Well, I wanted to go back to I got your note here where you mentioned the note and all the jobs you got and how you make your money and everything else. I just wanted to tell the folks about it because it's kind of neat, everything that we do, right? So obviously we've broken everything down into categories. He time blocks every single day. We call it his power list. And he's learned to time block, and he's got to put all his stuff on there. He takes care of the trash and keeps his room clean and does all of his daily work, as we call it, and takes care of his dog and the pool and everything else. And every week we have payday.
Yep.
All right. So how do you get? So you get paid. What do you get paid if you? How does it work?
So if I get everything done, it would be a win. Which would mean I get paid. But if it's a learn,
how much you get paid a day?
$5.
$5. So you make $35 a week. Mm-hmm. Is that all you can make?
No, because in Bruce, if I get Bruce Gust, if I get an A, that is a bonus. So that means So
do you get bonuses for your school grades too?
Yes, I do.
So you get bonuses for all your performance, your grades.
Yep.
What else can you get bonuses on?
What's it say on there? I thought it was just Bruce and if I do it like consecutive weeks or for like a month, I will get a raise, and then 20 will be the max, but
per week in bonus.
Mm-hmm. But I mean that's still a lot.
Absolutely, I don't know how
I would get $55 a week. And then I could get a bonus with Bruce.
Mm-hmm. And grades.
And grades. That's a lot of money for 14.
That's right. Well, you got a girl, and having a girl's expensive, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your girl, not mine. I take care of mine. You got to take care of yours.
Yeah, wherever we're at, Rosa, don't watch this part. She's going to watch it when it comes out. I already know that for sure.
No doubt. But you got to take care of your girl, right? You got to take care of your girl. So when y'all go out, you got to pay for it.
Yep.
Right, which means you got to work hard. What happens if you don't do it? So do you just you get that money no matter what? Is that what happens?
Oh no! If I get a learn, which I could just miss one small thing, and I lost the money for the day.
So you win or you learn. Right. So we don't have
lose. We learn, and whatever I learn, I will write what I didn't do, and then I'll just I'll make sure I don't do that the next day. But if I
learn from it.
Exactly. But if I if I learn 2 days in a row, I will get grounded the next day from one specific thing. Now it's not like a huge thing, but it's annoying. It's annoying. But it's not like it's just like you're grounded from everything. It's just like it's minor. But I mean it's still like it's not fun.
That's right. And you don't get paid and you get grounded.
Yeah, and that's a no-brainer. It's like that's terrible.
So just like you get bonused for consistency, you get penalized more for consistently being
inconsistent.
Well, consistently being inconsistent.
Well, that works too. Consistently being inconsistent. That's a tongue twister.
And it's a real thing, man. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
So, well, brother, again, it's one of my greatest treasures in life is being your dad. It's the coolest thing. It truly is. And having a son, every guy, it's a thing. It's a big deal. It's a totally big deal, man. So is there anything else that you wanted to talk about before we bring the sucker to a close?
I want to give my friends a shout out.
Come on.
Cause they have to put up with me sometimes. Cause if they don't do something right, I tell them.
Well, who you got?
Sawyer, Arnav. I mean, I'm not like, it's just, they're not used to trying to do all this stuff. Cause I mean, one thing is because, when we first started playing like wiffle ball or blitz ball or anything like that. Before that, we played these little foam balls that were bigger than baseballs, and we used a wood bat in the backyard, and we hit from so up close, or not that close, but it was like where that rock is I was telling you all about. And we used to hit there, and poor guys, they couldn't hit worth a crap. Arnov, he could throw. He was a tennis player, so that helps him a lot with throwing mechanics and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we got the wiffle ball stuff. They couldn't swing. They couldn't hit very far. Arnov, he was pretty good at hitting and just throwing strikes. Then, of course, I was good at both. But we were like 40 feet or like 50, 40 feet from the fence. And then Sawyer, he would go crazy if he hit one over because, I mean, it was hard. And then we had one of these old swerve balls in the garage and hit with those. And then we went to the beach, and then Braden, Connor, my friends, had blitz balls, and we hit with those on the beach, and I was hitting nukes. And I was like, we need to get those. So we ordered them while we were at the beach, and they were there, and we got back. And then we played. Everybody loved it. We played in the backyard. We were probably 70 feet from the fence. So every time I got up to bat, every hit was a home run. Every hit was a home run.
Any other friends to shout out?
I mean, it's really just these main two because they have to put up with me. It's like I'll tell them, it's like, because sometimes they don't want to do it, but they will do it just because they want to get, like, they've gotten good. Like, they've gotten good at hitting and pitching. I've teach them, but in a way that they don't like, because it's like I'm a legit teacher.
Got it. So you're a coach.
Right. I'm coaching them to, like, have better swing mechanics and throwing mechanics. My friend Sawyer, he's not the best. He was never the best hitter. But then one day, so Arnov, he goes to India with his family, and then he's gone for a while. So we hang out in the backyard, and I teach Sawyer some stuff with hitting and stuff. I'll just throw him BP sometimes, and he just get ready. Something that we've been doing. Actually, I'll probably be posting this clip tomorrow. We have this little skinny metal bat. You hit it, it probably won't go as far. Well, unless I'm holding it. It's literally the exact same size. The barrel is the exact same size as the handle.
Okay.
And then so that's what we use to warm up with, so we can get our contact in order. And then ever since we started doing that, I taught Sawyer just really where to take everything. He needs to take everything. Like, for me, I'm a lefty in some situations, so I'll be taking it to the shortstop.
You're a switch hitter.
Right, yeah. So I'll be taking everything to the shortstop. I told him to take all his everything where he wants to take where he's stepping, take everything to the second baseman where he would be. And then I'll throw him just fastballs down the middle. I mean, and also the speed is getting up there too, so we're throwing faster each and every time. Arnov, he was throwing faster than he's ever thrown. He was throwing the nastiest pitches I've ever seen him pitch yesterday. And then Sawyer, I've taught him some pitches. I taught him how to throw a curveball.
Well, you said before he'd struggled hitting. Is he better now?
Oh, he's way better. He's able to hit some home runs, but he don't hit them often. He's just a contact hitter.
Okay.
He'll strike out from time to time, but it's like sometimes how he's feeling. It's like if he gets hyped up, he'll get a hit or a home run. He's good at getting the barrel to the ball most of the time.
Well, tell me a little bit about your baseball team, your Midland team. Let's talk about those fellas for a minute.
We're stacked.
Yeah.
We got a good roster.
You excited for the upcoming season?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do great.
You guys had a good fall?
Oh my gosh, we had a great fall. One thing I'm most excited for is because, I mean, I'm strong right now. But season starts in May, right?
No, it'll be before then.
Okay, well, April. That's still long. That's a long ways away from now.
It is.
So, I mean,
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
You got a lot of work to do.
But guess what? I mean, it's gonna be way worth it.
That a boy.
I'll be hitting farther, throwing faster. The biggest difference that we're probably going to see from me working out is probably going to happen this off season.
Yeah,
because I'm going right now. I'm going harder than I ever have.
You plan on going harder and harder?
Mm-hmm.
That a boy. I love it. Anything else you want to talk about, bud?
I could have said a joke right there.
Well, if I mean, it's not a joke-free zone, but you can decide if it's appropriate or not.
Nah, I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it.
There you go. Good decision. Good decision. Well, anything else you want to talk about, brother?
Not really. You did bring your little toy in here.
I did. That's for off-camera use.
I remember all the stuff you used to do in the Walmart sometimes when you brought that thing around.
Yeah, so he's taught there's a little toy you can get that makes the sound of flatulence, and it's Jack Vale is kind of a famous person online for. It's called the Pooter. The Pooter. It's pooter.com, and it's pretty funny. We were messing with it. I've got it in the. I've got it here. It's just a little black thing to put in your hand, and it makes flatulent sounds. I won't put you guys through that during this recording here, but yeah, we had a little bit of fun with it, and there's some good outtakes for sure and bloopers featuring the Pooter. That's right.
Oh Lord,
that's right. But yeah, it's not appropriate for today. But
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's it.
Right on. Well, and last but not least, anything. So 2024, man. What are some goals? We got to put them on. We got to put them out there.
I want to be. For hitting, for baseball, I want to be one of the best hitters on the team. I want to be the best hitter on the team.
Okay.
I want to be able to make contact, hit it wherever I want to, and I want to be able to throw 85.
You want to be able to throw 85?
By this time next year.
All right. So 85 miles per hour throwing next year. And
pitching, whatever.
Pitching. And you want to be the best hitter on your team?
Yep.
Any other goals for 2024?
Drumming. I mean, just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Doing what I'm doing, but keep doing what I'm doing, but like getting more advanced, like doing more advanced stuff. So right now,
what if you get an agent? Then what are your goals?
Get casted on some cool, good stuff. Just get casted on.
Get paid.
Get paid to act.
Get paid to act. What about getting paid to play?
No, I mean, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Well, so how would you get paid to play?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about getting paid to play. I've been focused on baseball so much and just
that's fair.
Trying to get to the level I'm trying to get to.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, cool. So, I think a big goal for 2024 would be to get an agent on paper for representation. Maybe how many auditions would you want to do a month if you had an agent?
That's a good question. I don't really know. Maybe
one or two.
Yeah, one or two.
That'd be awesome. Think about that. If you did 2 auditions a month all next year, that'd be 24 auditions. How much better would you be at auditioning? And how many jobs might you get?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm. Be cool, right?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, man, I'm so proud of you. It's been a great year for you. 2023 has been a fantastic year for you. I expect nothing different in 2024, but, we got work to do, baby. We got good work to do.
Oh, yeah.
The Hitstreak is powered by Rack Financial. When it comes to your credit card merchant processing, Rack Financial is efficient, reliable, and trusted. At the end of the day, when it comes to processing your credit card payments, they make it simple, the way it's supposed to be. Check out Rack Financial.
Well, anything else, brother, before we bring this sucker to a close?
Just remember the one thing I said earlier. Difference between winners and losers. Winners, they set goals. Losers, they set limits. When I'm working out, I don't limit myself and only do 10 of something. I make a goal for something and try to keep going up there.
I love it. Well, buddy, thanks so much for hanging with your old man for this a little over an hour today. I know you got lots going on. Your life's super full. It's a full-time job just getting you from place to place, let me tell you. Right? And it'd also be a good time to thank all your grandparents that help shuffle you around and support you and all your stuff, right? So you want to give them a quick little shout out?
Yep. The grandparents, thank you very much. Y'all you act like as my chauffeur, but I mean, you guys do all this stuff for me. It's very nice.
That's right. And obviously you always got to thank mama.
Yeah. Mom, she arranges all that stuff, which is harder than it sounds.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Well, you got a great support system, man. And again, we're all just so proud of you. And again, this is one of my favorite things to do every year is bring you in here and talk about the year in review, man. It's a wonderful tradition. I look forward to it every single time. And you make it really easy on me because you're a pro.
Yep.
That's right. Well, buddy, I love you and I'm proud of you.
All right.
Folks, we've been hanging with my son, Ethan Hyder, musician, actor, athlete, all the things, big brother, son, all those things. He's looking forward to a very, very prosperous and successful 2024. And make sure you follow him on YouTube. And if you'd like to contact him, his mom and I would be glad to intercept that and relay any messages that are appropriate. You know what I'm saying? But if you'd like to book him, definitely let us know. Check him out on YouTube at his name, Ethan Heider. And you guys can DM me or his mother or shoot us an email, nick@nickheider.com, Rhiannon@nickheider.com, if you'd like to get him an audition or cast him in something, because we would love to talk to you. Right? Mm-hmm. There you go, baby. Well, thank you, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it was fun. I love doing that. Looking forward to next year.
Well, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Hitstreak. I am your man, Nick Heider. God bless.